Welcome back to the 2025 Next Gen Cup. We had quite an amazing tournament. It was a doozy. We had some ups and downs, and we are joined now by a very special guest, the winner of the Next Gen Cup via Armageddon, International Master Justus Williams. Congratulations, Justus. How are you feeling right now after a marathon chess day?
Well, I'm definitely feeling like really grateful to be on the. Let's just say I was reading this Kramnik book, and he was talking about how in the last rounds he just continued to like lose and lose, like no matter how the tournament was going. And so I was like psyching myself out of that, and like I've been through those situations as well. And the fact that I like drew my way into this Armageddon, I was like, all right, no, we have to change something here. So I'm just grateful that I played a good game and got a good result.
J-Dub, look, congratulations. Absolutely. Represented New York, first of all, and appreciate you for the fight. But it was indeed a fight, a struggle, right? You started off strong, and then you took that lead over your main man, Josh. You must have felt like the momentum was all yours, but then all of a sudden it got hard in the middle.
Yeah, no, that's you want to like fight those feelings. And so I definitely felt like, I was pulling away, and I really had to like try hard to fight those feelings. And, because once you don't fight those feelings, as you can see, you lose objectivity, and your positions start to not like make sense anymore. And you're trying to like be as resourceful as possible. So I definitely had that moment. And fighting it was probably the hardest battle or hardest part of the battle.
Nigerian champion Tercy Ferdinand definitely put a scare into you. I want to know, at what point were you like, oh shoot, like I'm totally busted here? And then at what point were you like, I'm not going to lose this game. I'm good.
Yeah, I remember, I believe like 2012, I traveled to South Africa, and then I played like Watu and stuff. So I got like a really good feel for like African players, and I played the Nimzo, and they like play a lot of Samish and stuff. So I was just like, probably not going to that. So if you play anybody African, don't play the Nimzo. And of course, in the last round, like you get like a Samish position, and I'm like down a tempo, and I'm like, oh, I should have like 98 or Castles. Like, and it was just like, all right, cool. Now I have to fight my way out of it. And so that's when I played like D5, because I was like, all right, I'm not gonna go out with a knight on D6. So at least put a pawn on D6, and if I can win that, then I'm back in the game. And he allowed me a chance to grab that pawn, and I snatched it.
Literally. Yeah, Maurice,
Justus, you've been doing a lot of great work in the community. You have a great program. You had a great program in St. Louis, the Black Squares program. You're a teacher now, a coach. How do you blend your coaching and helping the next generation that you're so committed to with the fact that you still have aspirations for the Grandmaster title?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to. I haven't had too many like, let's say, training partners, or let's say like partners in general. So this might sound like kind of crazy, but it kind of gets lonely. So you kind of get like close with God. So you honestly just like, I just do pretty much what I feel. And like, I see these things as like opportunities and blessings. So like somebody asks me to do something, it's like an opportunity. So like I get into it, and then something generally good happens from it. Yeah, same way like I view the chessboards, like I trust my intuition. Like same thing in like real life. Like I trust my intuition, and I try not to overdo it. Like this year, I'm doing more chess because playing stronger players, they're really focusing on chess. But I still get like people reaching out to me. So I'm not a person that generally likes to say no, and is used to really saying no when it's like a good cause.
Well, I just want to say one thing about what you just said about it gets lonely and so on. And I would say, my chess career is pretty much almost over, if you could call it that. And but I'll say my very active playing days, or my most active playing days. But one of the things that I longed for when I was really active was this kind of community you're talking about. And it's so funny when you're really young person, and I was there. You guys broke my national master record, and then were pushing me in FM, and then IM, and by you guys mean you and Josh and so on. And there was an instinct for me to not work with people. It's always been kind of my personality to kind of be kind of a bit of a lone wolf. And I'll say, if you climb up if two people climb up the ladder, it doesn't necessarily break. And so, I want to just acknowledge that, folks out there that have ambitions, you can work with other people around you. It's important. It does not mean you're not going to get there. And, when other people get places, sometimes you win too. So, I just want to acknowledge that, and acknowledge you and your talent and the growth as a man you've showed, even on and off the chessboard the last decade, because it's been beautiful to see.
No, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
So, also I would like to say, as an elder statesman in this game with the young talented brothers I see in front of me, I became an IM when I was 27 years old. That's when I became an IM at 27. I didn't become a GM until I was 33. I didn't start chess until I was 14. And when you talk about that lonely road, it was a lonely road. It was definitely a lonely road, when I was going through it. So you can't give up. You got to keep believing, and we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. There's some things that are starting to happen. I think you see that there's some things that are starting to happen, and we just need to figure out how we coordinate all of it. And I think events like this give a signal that there's something going on. There's something going on. So you just keep that faith. I'm glad you won this. Put a little change in your pocket. I'll be able to help out your moms as well. I know she's proud of you for winning this for sure. Smiling big smile on her face. And, there's something happening here. So keep the faith.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, well, we'll let you go, but again, just want to acknowledge the 2025 winner of the Next Gen Cup, Justus Williams. Congratulations, well deserved, and get some food in your system. Enjoy the rest of your day. Well deserved.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Champ.
All right. Wow. I think we did see the winner just now. We had a conversation with Justus. Let's take a look at the final standings, because there was more than just a first place to this tournament. There were many more folks in the mix. And so we see first place Justus Williams, second, and he was tied with Farai. They both had 7.5, but the win in Armageddon got him to 8.5. Farai was in second place. Josh Colas in third. Tani in fourth with 7. Kenny Solomon, Grandmaster Kenny Solomon, in fifth with 5 points. IM and Orlando Husbands in sixth with 3.5. Seventh was Tercy Ferdinand with 2.5. He's eighth, Watu Kobisi with 2.5. 9, Tunde Onakoya. Shout out to Tunde. He was playing under the weather, under some adversity in this event. We appreciate him for sticking with it. And goodness, the young talent. There are so many more brilliant days of chess ahead of you. This one was a tough one, but great for you to get that experience. So there we had it. We had first to 10th there. You see the prize money there. Everyone left with something in their pocket, and hopefully something that could help contribute to the next steps in their chess endeavors. And that was what it was all about. So, Maurice, we had quite an event today. Where do your thoughts go?
Well, it was an extremely exciting event. I mean, the players showed their skill levels. They were fighting chess. There were so many decisive games. We love when we see decisive games happening. So combative chess, to be sure. We had some amazing guests come on. We got to thank everybody who actually came on, because they were just fabulous. And we even had young kids coming on as guests, that group of 318, who are definitely inspired by watching players like this, that look like a lot of them showing their skill at that level. So I think this was an inspirational event. Listening to Justus, even at the end, continues to inspire me to do the work that I'm doing as I work with young people, even younger than him, but others who are aspiring to be great players and want to make a difference, want to make their mark in the chess world. So kudos to you, Kassa, for putting this event on. I know it was a ton of work. Thanks to our sponsors who made this happen, and everyone who was involved. I think that this is just a kind of beautiful event that we see here also during Black History Month. I'm thrilled that I even had a chance to be a part of this. I remember when you invited me months ago to participate, and I said, yeah, I'm down. Let's make it happen. And so it's great to see this event finally take place and be as exciting, actually, just even from a chess perspective alone, as it was, with an Armageddon to finish it off. But then everything that was a part of this was extremely well run. So kudos to you all for making this happen.
Yeah, it really does take a village to put on an event like this, and so I do want to thank our private benefactor who actually wishes to remain private, who's supported this endeavor, the chess.com team. There were so many folks that are even here now that have contributed to this, and I just want to leave you guys with, folks watching, with the thought that, like, it really does take visibility and opportunity to make. It makes all the difference for folks that are really talented but just need those opportunities, those cracks. I mentioned at the beginning of the show, 50 years ago or so, there weren't many GMs or strong players in India. And then what happens? Well, Vishy becomes a world champion. A lot of Indian players get interested in chess. The government supports it, their financial investments. And now you have a situation where you can name many players in the top 10 that are Indian. So we have a lot of talent across the world, and it's important to recognize that talent. And this is hopefully going to start a conversation behind that. So I just want to, thank all the players for participating. Thanks to the folks behind the scenes. Thank you, Maurice, for being an excellent partner in the commentary booth. And let's see more. Let's do more. Let's grow and build on this event.
Beautifully said. And it only helps when we bring more fans to the game. That's what's going to make chess bigger and bigger. People realize that it's a worldwide activity that people love to do, and it brings people together. So the more we can do events that stress that there's chess in every corner of the world and all sorts of backgrounds playing this game, then that's when our game, as usual, will be the winner. So this event definitely recognized that and was able to affirmatively make that point.
No question about it. From myself in New York, from Maurice in Florida, take care, and we'll see you hopefully soon.
Take care, everyone.